Most people walk into a room and think, nice place, decent lighting, where's the food? But you walked in and immediately registered that the couple near the window stopped talking the second the door opened. That the host's laugh is running 2 seconds behind her eyes. That someone across the room was just asked a question they didn't want to answer and used humor to dodge it. You didn't choose to notice any of that. It just happened. Automatically. Without effort. And if that's you, this video is going to feel uncomfortably specific. Most people assume this kind of perception is just being perceptive. It isn't. Researchers studying sensory processing sensitivity found that certain people's nervous systems are literally wired to absorb information at a deeper level. Facial microexpressions, vocal tone shifts, the weight of a silence that lasts 1 second longer than it should. For many, this sensitivity was trained in childhood where reading the room wasn't curiosity, it was necessary. The question isn't whether you notice. The question is what it costs you. And here's what surprises most people. The term isn't empathy. It's called high signal detection sensitivity. Your nervous system has an unusually low perceptual threshold for picking up social data. You process interpersonal signals the way a professional audio engineer hears sound. You catch frequencies most people don't register exist. You've already built an impression of someone before they've said a single word. You notice when a handshake lingers a fraction too long, a subtle dominance signal. You notice when a smile reaches the mouth but stops before the eyes. You hear the slight crack in someone's voice when they say they're fine. And the uncomfortable part? You're rarely wrong. But you can never explain how you knew without sounding like you invented it. You replay conversations. Not because you're anxious, because something didn't fully resolve. A pause that ran a beat too long. An energy shift you can't name. Most people end a conversation and move on. Your brain opens a background file and keeps working on it. Your brain categorizes unresolved social data as an open loop that needs closing. You feel exhausted by a day in which, objectively, nothing happened. Before the next sign, understand this. What you're hearing isn't a description of oversensitivity or anxiety. It's a description of a nervous system operating at a frequency most people never reach. The cost is real, but so is what it gives you. You walk into a space and within seconds, before you've consciously processed anything, you feel something. Not a thought, a feeling, tension, performed cheerfulness. Psychology calls this affective priming. In people with high sensory sensitivity, the limbic system is absorbing the room's emotional signature in real time. And you can't always explain what you're picking up or why. You just know the energy is wrong. People who notice everything tend to absorb other people's unspoken emotional weight. Because their mirror neuron system is operating at an amplified level. Someone near you is having a hard day and hasn't mentioned it. But you feel it. In your own body. You start softening your tone, regulating your energy. This is emotional co-regulation. You're frequently processing two people's reality at once. You sat in a room with someone and carried them home without realizing it. The shift is learning what belongs to you. When you walk into a room and feel tension, that's information, not an assignment. When you read someone's discomfort, that's perception, not your problem to fix. The most grounded version of a person who notices everything isn't someone who notices less. It's someone who notices everything, and then makes a deliberate choice about what deserves a response. That's not suppression. That's mastery. If someone in your life seems quieter than usual today, more still than the situation calls for, there's a good chance they notice something. They're processing it. In the background. The way they always do. And if you recognized yourself in this video, you already know that the world doesn't always have language for the depth you carry. But the right people feel it.